Hello and welcome to Group 11's implementation demonstration for our project on AWS. As you can see, our group decided to use the power of AWS to create a website. This site allows users to search for music albums and it's powered by the Last.fm API. Here we have the homepage that shows a welcome message and prompts the user to get started by signing in. When we click this button, we're brought to a sign-in page. We can either sign in with an existing account or create a new account. For this demonstration, I'll go ahead and create a new account by pressing sign up. And then I am going to enter my email address and a password. When I press sign up, it's going to send me a verification code to my email. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for that. All right, I just got the verification code on my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and enter in the code here. And when I confirm the account, I am now granted access to the site's functionality. So here we can see I can search for an album by typing in the artist name and the album name. And if I press search, we see the album cover and a little bit of information about the album that's given to us by Last.fm. I can go ahead and search for another album. And a feature you might notice is that the background color actually changes to match the average color of the album, which is done through our JavaScript code. So we could see I got our result here for our next album search. We can sign out and it brings us back to the home page, and if we sign back in, we can sign in as an existing user and it'll bring us back to the search page. That's it as far as demonstration purposes for our site itself. Now we can move on to take a look at the actual AWS services that are working behind the scenes. So this is our group's management console. This is essentially our dashboard. The first service that we used is called Identity Access Management, or IAM for short. And essentially this service lets us collaborate on the same AWS console. So we have our user group here, and we've got 5 users in our group 11 members. If we click to the users link here, we can see all 5 of our group members have their own username. We were given a username and password that we can use to sign into this specific AWS console. That way we can all collaborate on the same projects in the same development environment. The next service that we used is Amazon S3, which is essentially a file storage service. So you could see the buckets we have here. We'll go ahead and click on this one for our project server. And we've got 4 zip files here. These zip files actually contain our code for the project. So our latest version is v4. And we use this later on to deploy our website. So I'll demonstrate that in a minute. But essentially S3 let us upload our code files to AWS. Route 53 is the next service we use. This is what allowed us to register our purchase domain name. So if we click on hosted zones, you can see our domain name here that we purchased and is now hosted. Here's AWS Amplify. This is what lets us deploy the application. So if I click on our website right here, you can see it's successfully deployed with the correct domain name. And this is where we can actually upload the S3 files to. So if we click here, we can actually deploy the version of the code using the S3 file storage service. The last thing I can demonstrate is our Amazon Cognito service. This is what lets us do the login functionality for the website and the authentication. As you can see here, I'm in our user pool called Music Test Pool. We've got a total of 4 users right now on the site. Well, actually, let me refresh. We've got 5 users. This is the account that I just created. These are all of the emails that are registered with the site currently. If we go to App Client Settings, this is where we essentially are able to deploy the authentication services. So you input a callback URL, which is the search page, and our sign out URL is the home page. And if you click on the launch hosted UI, it actually gives you a preview of what the user interface looks like for the sign-in. So that was actually all done with using AWS services. So they let you host their own UI. If you look here, this is the link that we implemented with the code in order for the sign-in to work on our project. All right, that's it in terms of demonstration. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.